Okay, we're back on. Yeah.
Brothers Bistro. Recipes so simple, even a dude can make it.
I'm Skinny Kenny.
I'm Musclehead Kev, and we're the Klar Brothers. Give
Welcome.
it a little bit of energy, buddy. Will you? You're feeling. You need a little something in that glass. You're feeling a little flat.
What's that kind of breathing that Tony Robbins does? He does something. He has some special breathing.
Okay, I'm ready to go. Whatever that is, you need to do it.
Yeah. I'm Skinny Kenny.
I'm Musclehead Kev, and we're the Klar Brothers.
Welcome to Brothers Bistro.
That's right. If you're here, you're here. If we're here, we're here.
Be here now. Something like that. All right, so we're coming at you today because we are getting ready to cook up something special for Thanksmas
Thanksmas and Friendsgiving.
and or
It's a roasted turkey with the traditional.
Could be
the
Christmas.
the green beans, and the
Right.
and the mashed potatoes.
That's right, but they're going to be cauliflower mashed, and we're going to have a little roast. We got a smaller version of the 12-pound chicken the recipe calls for, or turkey the recipe calls for. So when we come back, we're going to show you the ingredients. This is pretty standard, but we're taking it up a notch because we're going to process our own rice cauliflower this time. We're going to see how that goes.
So stand by, and you're going to see it. We're going to give it to you live, not Memorex.
Exactly. Okay, so we are back. We got our ingredients in front of us. We decided to not do the ramekins this time. We might do it in ramekins here in the next shot.
Well, sometimes we show it how we buy it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of helpful too.
Yeah. So we got the green beans.
And those were fresh, not frozen. They're
Right.
just fresh.
And we got the cauliflower.
And that's fresh too.
Right. And we got the turkey. This happens
The
to be
turkey
a
was
boneless
frozen, but it's just
turkey breast.
turkey breast, right?
So we're gonna that's a little smaller because the recipe calls for a 12-pound turkey. It takes a long time to cook a 12-pound turkey. So
Yeah. And we just kind of made the command decision that we wanted a couple of servings. We didn't want 16.
yeah, because there's only 3 or 4 of us here. We've also got spices. We've got thyme, minced garlic. We got a little bit of reduced fat cream cheese that we're going to add to the mashed cauliflower, and we got salt and pepper and olive oil
And our
and a
reduced
little chicken broth.
reduced sodium.
And we have learned a couple of things about the chicken broth can be pretty salty if you're not careful. So
Yeah.
we try and follow the instructions because sometimes these things can get a little salty if you're not careful.
And you can always add more salt.
Yeah.
Right, when you're at the
Yeah.
table. All right.
So when we come back, we're going to start with I don't know what we're going to start with, but we'll tell you when we come back. Whatever's first.
I think we're going to start by cutting this up because we got to cut
That's
that up
true.
to get it in there, and then the chives you can cut up, but it's pretty simple. There's not much here.
Right. We decided to focus on the turkey first because it's going to take the longest. So we're going to get this prepped and we're going to get it in the oven. Right. So first thing we got our 2 pounds?
Yeah.
2 pounds of turkey, but it's deboned and all that.
This is turkey breast too.
And we're going to make up a little rub. Now this had some seasoning on it, but if you're at home, you're cooking a turkey that doesn't have any seasoning, you're going to want to make this kind of a rub. So we're going to start with olive oil. Hold that. Let it drip over there. And we're going to add in some thyme. And some, what was it, sage?
Just want a little more time. Yeah, that's sage.
Sage, salt, and pepper.
And pepper.
And then my brother's gonna do away with the dirty dishes, and I'm gonna whisk away this little rub. Hopefully we got enough liquid to make it into a rub. Looking pretty good. Look at that, buddy.
Okay, when you're messing, glove up.
And I think you wanna,
Like a paste.
you just wanna
Like
dig
a
in
paste.
there and get it,
So,
right? Yeah.
It's like a paste. We just want to.
You wanna get it all over it. Oh yeah, look at him using the gloves. This is our first glove kind of recipe. We've only had these gloves for a couple of weeks, but I like them because you really get to dig in there, don't you?
Yeah, my brother loves that.
Okay, and now we're gonna slide this thing into the oven. We're gonna need a cookie sheet or something to cook it on.
Yeah. Let me show you how to take care of this. So
Right.
you go off, you fold. Ooh, look at that.
Did
And
you
then
rip
you
them?
do the other one. No, and then you do the other one over that one. And
Okay.
look at that. No mess.
Wow. No muss, no fuss. Okay. So we're gonna need a cookie sheet or something. Yeah. All right. You discarded your gloves a little too soon.
No. Pick it up. See, I didn't do it too soon.
And they said on the recipe that you want to skin side up. Skin side up. So we're going to slide this bad boy in. It's set on the lower third rack.
Yeah, I think anywhere there is fine.
Okay, and we got it set for 450.
No,
I think we're going to turn it down, right?
So 350.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
we
turn
just
it
got
down.
it hot.
Yeah, we preheated it to 450, but now we're
So
going
I'll turn down to 350, and I got my ThermPro.
Right, we're going to be able to check the internal temp. So our on-set expert said if you carve away the green from the cauliflower and you carve it into it like a bowl, all these cauliflower little florets will just sort of fall out.
All right, I'm looking, I'm waiting.
Now we're going to try and carve this like our expert said.
There you go.
Like a bowl here. We're going to try and cut out this stem. Ooh, look, they're falling out, buddy.
Ooh, look how he's doing that.
But what a great little hot tip, right? Look, we got all the
Husk and all the
florets.
stuff around, yeah.
We've got our cauliflower. We put a little water, 2 tablespoons of water in the bottom of this, and we're going to microwave this for 10 to 12 minutes. But we're going to wait until the turkey comes out to rest, because it's got to rest for 15 minutes.
Okay, well, yeah.
Because we're trying to time all this right? But once we do that, we get the cauliflower cooked. Then we're going to put all this into a food processor. We got broth, chicken broth, cream cheese, pepper, and a little garlic.
Okay.
Why do we let it rest, bro?
Because it keeps cooking.
That's right. It keeps cooking.
And we don't want it to get dried out.
And while it keeps cooking and cooling so we can eat it, we're going to be making up all the rest of this. We got our green beans kind of prepped as well. They're going to steam. We're going to steam those. So when we come back, hopefully we'll be checking on our turkey and we'll be getting ready to go with this all this stuff. Whatever that is. Do I sound like I know what
He doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay, you hear that? Yeah! It's always a surprise. The oven timer went off. We've been in the oven an hour. We're gonna pull it out briefly and we're gonna cover it.
So come over here, bro, because I'm not
by
gonna.
tinting it.
I got my ThermPro on there, so
All
just
right.
tint it.
All right, tint it like that.
We're just
Check
trying
it
to
out.
shield it so it doesn't get brown on the
Yeah,
top.
we're trying to shield it so that the breast that's close to the burners there doesn't get too crispy. And when we're gonna put it in there for another couple of hours or until the internal temperature gets to
165.
165.
So yeah, and it's actually closer, but it's partly because there's no bones and there's no dark meat, and it's not as big a piece. It's only a couple of pounds as opposed to 12 pounds. So for us, it's going quicker that way. We're gonna cook the cauliflower right now, and we're gonna put this in a microwave. We got it in a microwave safe bowl. We're gonna put this in the microwave for 10 to 12 minutes. 11 minutes. Start. And now we're gonna go over here to the green beans because we want to steam these. They have to steam for 8 to 10 minutes or so. So we're gonna. So we've already got the little strainer thing in there that's going to keep it out of the water, so that we don't want the stuff in the water. We just want him to get the steam. And he's going to fill that thing up with green beanage and try not to get it on the ground.
Try not to spill it. Yeah.
And then he's going to put the lid back on it, and we're going to let it sit. All right. Bob's your uncle.
And when we come back, we'll be pulling the roast turkey out of the oven, and we'll be probably getting ready to food process up the cauliflower. Come on, bro. What do they say in the fire department? If you pitch, you gotta catch. That's right. Pitch, you gotta catch. Pull, baby, pull. Okay, and I'm just gonna tint this a little bit like this. We're just trying to contain the heat a little bit because we don't want the turkey to get cold on us while we're doing up all the rest of this stuff. So,
Ooh, look at that. It looks good.
all right, put your hands on your hip like you're Captain America. You know, America, America. I'm gonna try and not burn myself.
Okay, he dumped it into the colander, and one of the things we noticed right away is that the one head of cauliflower didn't go as far as we thought it might.
Right.
It's got to come back, then he's coming all the way back over here, and he's going to go into the Ninja.
We were expecting that to yield a little bit more. It didn't, unfortunately. We're going in with the cauliflower.
My brother, Messy Marvin over there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all this stuff's going in too?
Well, wait a second. Let me get the cauliflower in first.
Does this stuff go in?
Yeah, it goes in, buddy. It goes in.
All right, ready?
Cream cheese. Low
Bouillon.
sodium chicken broth. Garlic. You're gonna have to spoon that in there somehow. Way to cover the camera.
Oh, hang on.
Okay, so we got a little garlic in there, and we got a little pepper for a little seasoning. And then we're gonna
And
blend
here,
this.
cheese it up.
We're gonna add this in as we go.
How
here.
about this? Does this go in the chives?
I think it's a garnish. It goes on top.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put a little Parmesan. It didn't have a measurement for the Parmesan, so we're just kind of guessing on the Parmesan. Now we're gonna go in. We're hoping that this contraption is all settled. You ready?
Yeah.
It says blend, crush. What do you think? Blend or crush? Blend?
One of the things we've noticed with this cauliflower is it gets a little not quite
Ooh, it
done.
looks good.
And it doesn't get real smooth. It stays a little crunchy.
That's a little crunchy.
Yeah, so we gotta probably cook it a little longer.
You think?
Okay. Can blend it a little more, but I think it's still gonna be crunchy. We got our green beans over here.
How's it look? You need a bowl? You got a bowl?
I did everything again like normal.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
They said they were supposed to be real bright green. That was kind of the indication that they were done. Could have tasted one probably and figured that out as well. We got a little bit of a faulty steam.
Well, our steamer, we had water in there, and I wasn't sure how much water, so we spaced up the steaming rack so that we could make it happen, and it wouldn't. We didn't want these boiled.
So yeah, we're cutting off the net just to get it out of the way here.
My brother forgot his gloves.
I forgot my gloves, yeah. But I'm gonna let my brother do the heavy lifting, no pun intended. Okay.
Pretty normal.
Could roll that off. Okay. Now, my bro wants to cut that.
Taters. So for full disclosure, we cooked it a little longer, trying to get the cauliflower a little more soft, a little softer. And it did get a little softer, but it's just one of those things where it still stays a little bit al dente, right? And then I think they're the same. So then we're gonna get our green beans. And you wanna get the Parmesan cheese?
We got it in there. We started.
I
with
was gonna do a little bit of.
That looks
just
pretty
to
good,
zhuzh it
bro.
up, right?
So we got it done.
Yeah, man, it looks pretty good.
I'm going in, buddy. I'm not
You
gonna
know,
wait for you to blast.
turkey breast sometimes can be dry, but this was actually a pretty good way of doing it. Right? How is it?
Tastes good. I like the turkey a lot. Yeah, really moist. Mashed potatoes, mashed cauliflower. Seems fine. The cauliflower is tricky because we know you have to really cook it to get it soft. But this is actually turning out okay. So we cooked this a lot.
I think the
quite a
problem,
bit longer.
The problem with it is it doesn't have a lot of flavor, so you could have done a gravy or something else to give it a little, it's just a little, it's fine. Could use maybe a little salt or something. It's just a little.
Yeah, we could have done some gravy. My brother eschewed the idea of gravy early on.
Wow.
And the beans are good too.
That's pretty good. And you know what? That rolled turkey breast was a good way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 pounds. Probably serves 3 or 4 people.
4 people, I think.
As opposed to the 8 that the recipe calls for, 12 ounce.
Yeah, because if you cook the big turkey, you got to throw it away or get rid of it, a bunch of it. So there's bones and stuff in there. This is, of course, 2 or 3 pounds, but it's boneless.
All right, if my brother ever wants to stop talking, it's up to you guys now. Go check this out. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Turn on those notifications and give us a big thumbs up.
Yeah,
right?
give us a big thumbs
up. Did I
up.
say that?
And a subscribe button in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we want to hear from you because this is a pretty traditional turkey dinner. We'd love to hear what you're having for turkey or Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving or whatever they're calling it.
That's right. So until next time, Klar Brothers Bistro, out.